all of the Young and the Restless characters played by Elizabeth Hendrickson. As a child, Elizabeth Hendrickson was bitten by the acting bug when she started starring in plays in the 4th grade via Soap Hub. Subsequently, she went on to audition for the Mickey Mouse Club, which gave stars such as Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling, and Britney Spears their start. She was named a finalist despite the fact that she did not receive a role in the film. While attending Syracuse and Fordham universities, Hendrickson pursued a career in musical theater. In 2001, she was cast in the ABC soap opera All My Children, which was her major break into the profession. Hendrickson has spent the most of her acting career on daytime dramas like Law and Order, SVU, Medium, Cold Case, CSI, Miami, Criminal Minds, and NCIS, New Orleans, via CBS. Hendrickson has also been on General Hospital, The Young and the Restless, and The Bold and the Beautiful. While on Y&R, she has been nominated for 4 Daytime Emmys, and a 5th for a web series called Imaginary Bitches with AMC co-star Eden Riedel. However, despite having logged more hours on Y&R than any other show, the outstanding actress is deserving of praise for the many different parts she has played. In All My Children, Elizabeth Hendrickson made her acting debut. Frankie Stone on All My Children was Elizabeth Hendrickson's first major television role. Even though Hendrickson starred on the drama for just a few months, the actor would go on to play another character on the show for several more years. When Frankie initially appeared on the show, she was a runaway who got on the wrong side of Erica Kane, Susan Lucci, who was later vilified in the media for nearly running her over via Soap Central. Bianca Montgomery, Eden Riedel, Erica's daughter, was charged with making friends with Frankie in order to deal with the fallout. However, the two adolescents quickly discovered that they had feelings for one another. However, behind the scenes, Erica was trying to frame Frankie for drug usage to break off their relationship. When Bianca found Frankie kissing J.R. Chandler, the women's relationship turned sour. Jonathan Bennett. Frankie had broken Erica's heart, and Erica was enraged and determined to avenge her daughter's death. Frankie's body was discovered a short time afterwards. To her surprise, Erica was not the culprit, despite her attempts to frame Bianca for the crime via Pop Matters. After just a few months on the show, Bianca and Frankie's death sparked an outpouring of grief from fans via Soap Central. The show opted to bring Hendrickson back as a new character, effectively beginning her career after being plagued by their fan base. As a result of popular demand, the actor returned to All My Children. Elizabeth Hendrickson returns to All My Children as Frankie Stone's twin sister Maggie soon after her death on the show. Bianca Montgomery collapsed at the sight of Maggie, assuming she was Frankie's ghost when she arrived in Pine Valley to investigate her sister's murder via Soap Central. Vanessa Cortland, Marge Ducey, the aunt of Maggie and Frankie, was ultimately found to be responsible for the girl's death. Bianca and Maggie became increasingly close over the next few years, and the show's viewers lobbied hard for the two characters to have a relationship. Fans and critics alike expressed their displeasure with AMC for continuing to pair Maggie with men, despite the fact that the two female characters clearly had a close connection via After Ellen. Ultimately, Maggie did disclose her feelings for Bianca, and Hendrickson received tremendous acclaim for her portrayal of a young lady battling with her sexuality. Bianca and Maggie had only one kiss during their friendship, but the two became a beloved super couple that fans dubbed BAM via Soap Central. By 2005, Bianca had made up her mind to move to Paris, and she invited Maggie to come with her via Soaps. Afterward, she confessed that she and the actor had formed a relationship outside of the show, to the dismay of many fans. An upset Bianca stated during a 2007 visit home that Maggie had betrayed her, putting their relationship in jeopardy. Margox Dawson is played by Elizabeth Hendrickson, who recently joined the cast of General Hospital. Hendrickson returned to the Young and the Restless cast in 2018 as Port Charles District Attorney Margox Dawson, a role she had previously played on General Hospital via Soaps In Depth. Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bernard, was introduced with the purpose of shutting down his criminal organization, but it didn't stop her from falling in love with Drew Kane, Morris Bernard, who was Sonny's best buddy, then Billy Miller. As it turns out, Margox's hatred of Sonny stemmed from her belief that Sonny had murdered her father, attorney Vincent Marino, 30 years prior. Because he had access to the evidence, Sunny was able to show Margox that her own mother had Vincent killed because she was having an affair with the mafia he was contracted to defend in court. Her involvement with the Dawn of Day cult led by Hank Shiloh Archer, a predatory cult leader, was another mistake that Margox made, Kobe Ryan McLaughlin. In the beginning, Dawn of Day piqued her interest because of its self-described charitable activity, but she quickly learned that Shiloh was using Dawn of Day as a front for his sexual prowess via Soap Central. Cult leader coerced her by threatening to divulge the pledge she made to join the group, a paper that contained personal details about her that she was prepared to expose. To Margox's relief, Sunny was successful in securing the pledge. Ultimately, Margox made the decision to resign as district attorney and depart Port Charles, but not before informing Drew about Shiloh's role in the memory switch fiasco. Most people are familiar with Elizabeth Hendrickson from her role as Chloe Mitchell in Friends. As Chloe Mitchell on The Young and the Restless, Elizabeth Hendrickson has had a long-running position in the public consciousness. Jabot Cosmetics fashion consultant Hendrickson joined the cast after her character's rapid aging, portraying the manipulative bad girl. Soap's In-Depth reports that soon after arriving in Genoa City, Chloe was revealed to be the daughter of the Chancellor's lifelong maid, Esther Valentine, Kate Linder. Billy Abbott, then Billy Miller, soon became pregnant with Chloe's baby, but she tried to pass it off as Kane Ashby's, even though he was engaged to Lily Winters at the time. Instead, Kane wed Chloe and was devastated to learn the truth about the father of his daughter, Delia. Kane signed the birth certificate even after their divorce, hoping to gain custody of the child as a form of revenge. To aid Billy's prospects of keeping Chloe's daughter, Billy married Chloe. But happily, Kane backed off. A few years later, Adam Newman, then Michael Mooney, killed 7-year-old Delia when he hit her with his automobile, via Soap Central. Chloe had already found love again with her ex-boyfriend Kevin Fisher by that point, Greg Ricard. Even though they went through a hard period that included a failed business endeavor, a criminal spree, and a stay at an insane asylum, the two eventually found a place to settle. Chloe and Kevin have settled into a routine of parenting their 2 children, Bella and Miles, but it's clear that their serenity won't continue forever.